Right, here I am, my lovers. I am right on the top of the Roman fort. I've marked out a grid, 5 by 5 meters, and I'm going to dig every single target, iron and ore, because you've got to get through the layers of crap to get down to the good stuff. And here's the grid. I've got it marked out. Yeah, there's the grid. I'm going to dig every single target with the GPX 5000. I'm going to set it up to go super deep, and I'll show you that in a minute, how I set that up, and then we're going to get to it. Right, first of all, I want to turn it off and turn it on back on and do a reset, right? So you turn it off, turn it back on, but you hold this button down, and bang, onto reset. Now go down to all settings and tweak that, and that's it, reset. Right, so I got the manual. Here's the manual. Right, now the page that I want, I folded the corner. There we go. There's the what we want. So we want deep, very slow, right, motion. So first of all we want motion. There we are. And we want slow. Oh, very slow. Yes, I'm very slow, right? We tweak that. That's very. It sets it to very slow when you tweak that button there. Right, RX gain. We want that on 12. Right. So that's 12. Audio type. We want that on deep. Deep, right, tweak that. So it's on deep. Audio tone, we want that on 38. There we go. Now we want stabilizer on 10. Like I told you, there's a lot of settings in this thing. That's already on 10. Signal peak 17. Right, tweak that button. Target volume 8. It's on 8. Response inverted. That just, instead of it being a low high, it makes it into a high low. That's all that does. Tracking speed slow, and iron reject off. Iron reject's off. Well, it's a monocoil anyway, so it wouldn't work. Right, so I'm assuming that you now flick the front panel switch over to deep. Where's the front panel? There we are. Search mode. It's on deep. Right, I've dug down a ways, as you can see. I've gone down a bit over a foot, and I've got a signal in the hole. I will show you the signal. Now if you turn around, there's nothing on this side. It's quieter. But just there, it's giving you a much louder tone. So I'm probably missing it a bit, maybe. What I'll do is I'll get the pinpointer in there now. Right, I've got the target. Right, it's just there. Right, when I get to it, I will turn the camera back on. There's a lot of stones in the ground, and it's a bit tricky digging. Oh, as I got deeper into the ground, the signal started breaking up. So I reckon it must have been just a big lump of rust or something that it just, as soon as I hit it, it mashed it, and the signal was gone. So I'm going to fill this hole back in and go on to the next signal. Well, as I was filling the hole back in, look, a lovely sherd of Roman pot. Looks like black burnish ware. Severn Valley. Unusual profile. Right, on to the next. Oh, here's my next signal. Right, it seems to move under the ground, because if I come round to here, it's now gone, and it's over this side. So I would say, from past experience, that that's probably a nail. Anything that tries to move around under the ground is usually a nail, in my limited experience. So I'm going to dig that one and get back to you on what it turns out to be. Found it. Bit of foil. Not a nail after all, but I suppose the roughness of the target makes it jump around all over the place. My next target was this lovely nail and a nice sherd of black burnish ware. Roman pottery this is. 2,000 years old. Could be a Roman nail. It's got that, what do they call it? It's a special name for these nails with the 4 flat sides. I'm not sure it's Roman. But you never know. On to the next. Oh, my lovers. Oh. This is turning into be a bit of a nightmare, because the ground deep down I think is mineralised. So in order to because the detector's the best pinpointer, you can't use the I'm finding I can't use the pinpointer very well, because the ground is just like mineralised deep down, and it's a bit tricky. But the coil, this machine is designed to cope with mineralised ground. So this is the best pinpointer. The only problem is it's a 14-inch coil. Now I have got the smaller coil with me, which might make life a bit easier, but it's a double D coil. I've got a nice signal just here. I'll let you have a listen. It's a nice low high. About there. Oh, it's a rock. Oh no, it's a plastic bag. Oh. Probably that plastic bag's full of gold coins. Right, let's try that. Oh, it's out, it's out. That went very deep. Turn the volume up, you might be able to hear it. Yeah, that just made me a bit deaf. I've got to remember to put these headphones on the other way round because the cable gets in the way. Right, so it's in here. I can see it. Shotgun cap. Oh, that was a lovely tone. Oh, I almost had a Roman coin then, my lovers. Oh, right, on to the next. Oh, I think I got something. I think I got something Roman. Right, I'm gonna have to take you off the camera stand. Hello. Hello. Right, put you down in the hole. Looks like I might have nicked it a bit. But it looks green. Right, I'm going to get a peg and we're going to oik it out together. Right, here we go. Oh, it's quite big, whatever it is. Oh, there's a bit more sticking out there. What's that? I had this good signal, and then as soon as I started digging the hole, I was getting blanking as well. So I think there's all sorts of rubbish in the ground. Is it going to come? Oh, no. And, well, it's a bit tricky, this, using this machine. I hope it is something Roman. It's definitely got that sort of green colour that Roman things tend to have. Oh, it's out. Oh, what is it? Is it Roman? Ooh, it looks like a pig. Is it a pig? Yeah, it's a pig, isn't it? With a Mohican. Is that all of it? No, it's not broken. Yeah, that's all of it. It's got a bit broken on the end. I might have nicked it a little bit on the end, but it looks whole. It's a sort of a pig with a Mohican. Now that looks Roman to me. What do you think? Right, I'm going to carefully clean this up and get back to you. There he is. He's got a hole in his nose, but not. Has he got one corresponding the other side? Yeah, might have. Got stripes on his legs, but definitely looks piggish. With a Mohican and this little sort of scoop there. So yeah, a Roman pig. I'll have to go back and look up on the database. Trying to make pig noises. Can't do it now. Ugh. Oh well. Yeah. Right, I'm going to have to, like I said, dig every signal. That's what you got to do. I must have dug, before I found that, must have dug about 7 or 8 nails. Right, on to the next. Oh, I just dug that hole there. There wasn't nothing in it, unfortunately, but there was some nice sherds of black burnish ware. Look, there's a base to a pot there. Look, there's the flat bit starting to curve up, and look, there's a lovely piece of possibly Samian ware. But what gets me is, look how thin it is. Look how thin that is. That's like 4 or 5 millimeters thick. And they used to throw pots. They must have been experts at throwing pots. Was it like the beaker people? The beakerware? That's got to be 4 or 5 millimeters. Amazing. Right, on to the next. What I've discovered so far is the monocoil can see a bit deeper than the double D coil. Obviously it's bigger, and it's a monocoil. Monocoils can see deeper. This is a double D. To you too. Yeah, where was I? Yeah, this is a bit smaller. But sometimes the small coils can punch just as deep as the big ones. Like on the CTX, the small coil can be almost as good as the 17-inch. So what I might do is see if I can get some animal-friendly paint that I could spray the ground with, and I could mark signals with the monocoil, and then I'll go over it with the double D just to make sure it's not iron, and then dig them. Because that signal I had the pig, that was a nice signal, and when I got down about a foot, it started to blank like there was iron. But I think what it is, it's just that there's iron in the ground with it. So it's very confusing. So that's what I do. I'm going to give it a bit more searching. But the weather's going to get really horrible tomorrow, and I can see in the distance, I can see rain clouds. I can see it raining. So, but it's going in a different direction to where I am, so hopefully I can carry on for a bit longer. Oh, that's it, me lovers, I'm going home happy. I found a Roman pig with a Mohican. But I tell you, I've done the grid. I've made a mess, look. Dug lots of holes, I found lots of nails, lots of rubbish. And with the GPX 5000, I have found a Roman pig. I tried to text someone, but I think I've run out of juice. Not juice, money on it. So I don't think it would. But look, lots of Roman pottery, and even a bit of oyster shell. Roman fish and chips. So they're definitely here. Yes. Didn't find it with the Coil Tech, I found it with the Commander Double D Minelab coil. Trying to make a pig noise, it's not happening. Lovely jubbly. Oh, so I'll definitely be coming back up here again and mark out another 5 metre grid, and hopefully find some more good stuff. But yeah, it's a tricky machine to use. When I discovered that signal where the pig was, it was, you know, it was a nice signal. It wasn't blanking, because this is the double D coil, which got iron blanking reject on it, and so it wasn't blanking. So I dug down a bit, about a foot, and it started blanking, and I thought, what? It's blanking after digging down a foot? But then I got my pin pointer out and I went round with it, and suddenly there was a big ping in the sidewall, and I could see a bit of greenness, and you saw me dig it out. We dug it out together, and oh, I'm dead chuffed. Cheers!
And gently drops the rain. I have never had but one true love. In greenwood he lies slain. I'll do so much for my